Yeah, I know. I know who you are. Yes. We're on the corner of Monroe and Stevens Creek. Could you tell her where we're at?
Right after you get off the freeway, like fully off the freeway, take your first right. We're here. You'll see a bunch of cameras and news vans and whatnot. There's no way you can't see us. We're right on the street of Monroe and Stevens Creek. Yes. Ed will have to do that. Yeah, you'll see us. We're right on the public sidewalk. There's a parking space here. If you put Monroe and Stevens Creek on your Google Maps, there's no way you can. Okay, talk to you soon.
It's 10:52.
You can't say that.
Which one? One.
Test. ABC 1 2 3. Test. Test. ABC 1 2 3. Test. ABC 1 2 3. Test. ABC 1 2 3. Test. Testing. ABC 1 2 3. Test. Test.
Yeah, put it down low first because we got to put the things on there, and then and just make sure the base is spread out just like this one.
Oh yeah. What's the I see.
Set it over here. And take this, the flag. Come on, we're going to put stuff on here. And then if it could help and put tape on the U.
Yep.
Tape, and it would erase it. Just tape it from the back. I mean, you can.
Let's do a couple at the same time. then let's raise up and then put some more on the sides. One.
Okay.
This one all the way. And then clamp it. And then put some on the side here. Oh, let's go all the way down, actually.
I think the higher the better, probably. But don't block Macy.
All the way. All the way, all the way, all the way.
Wait, we're blocking Macy. We're blocking
Stand at the podium.
Might check it one more time.
Yeah, it's
Test. How does the shot look? Test.
Gentlemen.
ABC 1 2 3. Test. ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3. Test. Test. You good? Test. ABC 1 2 3.
Got it, thank you.
Okay.
Mayor asked to fund public safety. What is your big message? So you want to say you want to fund public safety, Prop 36? What is your ask?
Yeah, well, we need the state to fund Prop 36.
We're telling you to do it.
Yeah, we also do. I'll mention briefly. You're right. I was up in Santa on Monday. Yeah. No. How you spend good money?
Yeah. And it's 11.
I don't think it's centered.
Okay. Good. Should do a test. Test. 1 2 3. Test. 1 2 3. Test. 1 2 3. Test. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test.
Yeah, if I could have everyone line up over there. No, I'm having okay.
How do you want to do us all to stand here?
Yeah, you can
good
stand in
to
the
see
center.
you. You know if Carmen's coming?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so if I could have you step in tight.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'll take the mic first and introduce, and then
Sure.
go to you.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah, exactly.
I think come up a little closer. Yeah.
That's Ed, right? He's going to kick us off.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, this is what I had as the order.
I think it's the mayor's,
the vice
then
mayor's.
us, and then Ed and Juan.
That's right. Carmen's not here.
Hopefully she'll arrive soon.
So, is that her?
You want to do your crack? You want to do your crack?
Right after you. We have you next. Do you want to say a few words? Or?
It's Kitty. Will
Got it. That's fine. However you guys want to do it. So, Kitty, I'll introduce you, assuming we don't have Mayor Montano. I don't think we have. Yeah. So,
Well, you guys are coming up for this?
Unless you heard otherwise.
I have not heard otherwise.
Hi, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
You just mention me when you speak, then I don't need to introduce myself. Then you just, yeah.
Can you join?
Daniel, how do you want to be introduced?
Oh, we're not introducing ourselves? I was just going to introduce ourselves.
Okay, let's do that.
Easier.
Yeah, that's okay.
You should know your name and title.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. Community leaders, business owners, elected officials, and concerned residents united by a shared purpose to stand against the rising tide of organized retail crime and to demand real accountability and action for those in power. We gather here at the site of the latest violent smash and grab robbery at Macy's jewelry department right behind us at Westfield Valley Fair Mall, where 3 suspects shattered glass, stole merchandise, and fled before police could arrive. But what was stolen that day wasn't just jewelry. It was our sense of safety, our peace of mind, our trust that justice will be served. This is not an isolated incident. It is a part of a disturbing pattern that is terrorizing our neighborhoods, devastating small businesses, especially those owned by immigrants, Asians, and Latinos, and shaking the foundation of public trust. But in the face of this crisis, we are not powerless. We are not voiceless, and we are not alone. We are proud to be joined here today by a coalition of courageous leaders who are stepping up, not just with words, but with action. Among them is a mayor who has shown with real leadership what that looks like in times of crises. Mayor Matt Mahan of San Jose. He has been a steadfast advocate for public safety. In the aftermath of the Kim Hung jewelry robbery, he worked hand in hand with law enforcement to bring perpetrators to justice. He ensured that victims received the support they needed, and he made it clear that San Jose will not tolerate lawlessness. Mayor Mahan's commitment to community healing and accountability sets a powerful example, not just for San Jose, but for cities across California. His leadership reminds us that when elected officials act with courage and clarity, real change is possible. Today, we call on all our leaders, local and state, to follow that example, to fully fund Proposition 36, to protect our most vulnerable communities, and to restore the rule of law in our streets and shopping centers, as you see behind me. Let this gathering be a turning point. Let it be the moment we said, enough is enough. Now, please join me in welcoming a true champion for public safety and community resilience, San Jose's Mayor Matt Mahan.
Thank you, Ed, for that very kind introduction. I'm grateful to you for all of your work to bring us together today, but years of organizing and advocacy. Real change comes bottom up from the grassroots, when the community connects around shared goals, unfortunately sometimes in outrage in response to events like this, and demand better from their government, demand accountability from their government. And Ed Escobar, founder of Citizens Unite, has led the charge. Thank you, Ed, for your leadership. Good morning. I'm Matt Mahan, Mayor of San Jose. Welcome to San Jose. I want to thank my fellow mayors, vice mayors, community leaders, small business owners who are here today to speak up, to demand better from our government at all levels, local, including counties, and of course the state of California. We're here today because what just happened at Valley Fair isn't just a San Jose issue. It's a California issue. The truth is, we shouldn't be standing here. Californians spoke clearly when they passed Proposition 36. They demanded consequences for retail theft and real action to stop the brazen crimes that put workers and shoppers at risk. More than a year later, our residents are still dealing with the consequences of state inaction, even as San Jose does its part. Our police officers and detectives are delivering results, taking dangerous offenders off our streets and holding organized criminal rings accountable. Last September, a local jewelry store, as Ed mentioned, was targeted by a large organized group who stole thousands of dollars in inventory and violently assaulted the 88-year-old owner. Through tireless investigative work, SJPD has identified and arrested 15 individuals connected to that robbery, tracking suspects as far as South San Francisco and Redwood City. I have no doubt our officers will identify, track down, and arrest those responsible for this latest attack. But cities like ours can't do this alone. When Sacramento fails to match voter intent with real resources, it makes the job even harder. And that is an important note for our county level as well, as we're having a robust debate about how to close budget deficits. And I think this community would stand up with one voice and say, we should not close those deficits by sacrificing public safety. I hope this is the last time we have to do this. I hope that families, business owners, shoppers, and others don't have to live in fear when they leave their home or go out to buy something. But looking at the state's proposed 2026-2027 California budget, I still don't see the commitment that following through on Prop 36 requires or that our residents deserve. And that goes for implementing Care Court and SB 43 and many of the other new tools we have to address public safety issues and behavioral health issues. The state and our county need to put their money where their mouth is on public safety. Given the direction we're headed, overstated revenues disputed by the Legislative Analyst Office, wealth leaving the state, future budgets are increasingly going to have to reflect our true priorities. I believe my fellow mayors, vice mayors, community leaders here today would agree public safety must be the fundamental priority of all levels of government. I'll say very briefly in Spanish before handing it over to my fellow mayors. Los residentes de California están cansados de robos violentos. Que sé la policía de San Jose encontrará a los responsables. Pero no sabemos si los criminales se quedarán en la cárcel o tendrán consecuencias. Necesitamos que el Estado implemente la propuesta 36 y el condado invertir en seguridad pública. Por favor. Gracias. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate members of the press taking the time to focus on our community's #1 priority and all the leaders here today. With that, I'm going to hand it over, I believe, to... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to hand it back to Ed. Thank you, Ed.
Say right. One of the victims of the King Hung jewelry, Lynn is the niece of the owner of Kim Hung Jewelry, and she came here personally to thank Mr. Matt Mahan, the mayor of San Jose, for doing such an excellent job.
Hello everyone, my name is Lynn Wu, and I'm the niece of the Kim Hung Jewelry. All you guys know that a couple months ago my uncle was pushed down by the criminal, go into my uncle's store and push him down. It's unacceptable. And I don't want to see anything happen like that happen in San Jose. And I remember clearly one sentence Mr. Matt had say, make my blood boil when you see that happen. So I don't want your blood it boil. I need you so much. I need you in San Jose. I need you in California. Thank you for doing so well, so good, helping the people, helping the business in San Jose. I hope you help the whole California.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor Montano. Sure. Thank you so much, and it's we shouldn't even be having to have these conversations, but it is our pleasure. I know our police department feels very strongly about doing everything in our power to ensure justice and accountability for all of our residents, particularly victims of crime. So thank you for those kind words. It's now my pleasure to introduce a fellow mayor, Mayor Carmen Montano of Milpitas, who has been steadfast in her support of common sense reforms to our criminal justice system to make us safer, investments in real solutions, including Prop 36. Mayor Montano, thank you for making it out here. Welcome to San Jose.
Thank you, fellow Mayor Matt Mahan. You've been doing a great job. Again, my name is Carmen Montano. I'm the mayor for the great little city of Milpitas. We have been having the same problems as San Jose. It's a regional problem. It's a state problem. We need to start holding people accountable. That's the key issue here. We need to hold people accountable. When Measure Prop 47 passed, there was a consequences that were not. People thought, well, it's good to have some kind of reform. However, there have been some impacts at unintended consequences. That's what's happened. So this is why Prop 36 was put on the ballot. Overwhelmingly, the Californians say, yes, we need some accountability. This has got to stop. We need to put a handle on it. And let's tell Sacramento, put your money where your mouth is. This is so important because, you know, everything, actions speak louder than words. You can say all this, but when you actually put your money where your mouth is, that's when you find out if people are really, really serious about reform. Because this is not good. It's driving businesses away. It's attacking small businesses. I mean, this is ridiculous. In this day and age, instead of having more people being more civil, people are getting away with crime. And it's impacting small businesses, it's impacting our cities, it's impacting our law enforcement. Again, let's step up and let's make sure that there's some type that Prop 36 needs to be funded. Thank you so much. And thank you, Edward, for organizing this. Thank you.
Okay. Also, great job. Thank you, Mayor Carmen Montano. We're announcing here today that Mayor Carmen Montano is going to be leading the coalition to demand that Newsom fully fund and support from the governor's office Proposition 36. What is that going to mean? Greater public safety. And when do we need it? We need it now. We need it now. Proposition 36, fund it and support it now. All right, our next speaker is Kitty Moore. She is the mayor of Cupertino. Kitty Moore.
Thank you so much, everyone, and good morning. And I'm here with our Vice Mayor, Leong Chow, who was mayor last year for Cupertino, and she's been a steadfast supporter of Prop 36. Several of us stood together late in 2024 rallying for Prop 36, and over a year later, we are still asking for the will of nearly 70% of voters to be upheld. This week's smash and grab robbery at Valley Fair reminds us that public safety is a shared responsibility across our region and that an innocent trip to the mall can become violent. We cannot stand for this. We cannot normalize this. And the impact of these crimes falls disproportionately on immigrant, Asian, and Latino small business owners, families who have invested everything to serve our communities. We have huge events coming. Are we ready? Are we ready to show hundreds of thousands of local and international visitors that we are responsible, safe, and careful? As we prepare to welcome the world for the big game, an international soccer tournament, we must ensure our cities are safe, orderly, and ready. That requires coordinated enforcement and accountability, and that especially includes real fiscal accountability at our state and county level so that necessities like public safety are not waved aside. We should not be protecting criminals over victims. The public has spoken. We need to be prepared for our genuinely exciting future, but we need to uphold the laws. Our cities and communities stand together, fully implement Prop 36 now. Thank you.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. Our next speaker is Brenda Grisham, and she is a victims of crime advocate, and she's also the mayoral candidate for Oakland, and also the co-founder of the recall of Pamela Price that was voted in by a supermajority. Pamela Price was the former DA of Alameda County. Brenda Grisham.
Good afternoon. My name is Brenda Grisham, BrendaGrisham, and I am so honored to be here this morning with all of these great mayors from these great cities and to stand with them because we all are fighting for the same thing, the safety of our citizens, our residents, the passage, the funding of Proposition 36. It was put on the ballot for a specific reason. Public safety is number one in each and every one of these cities. And we as leaders should not have to come time and time again to ask Governor Newsom to fund it so that we can feel safe, so the businesses can feel safe. What happened here on Sunday is not the first time. It's happened across California, and we need it to end. People are losing what they strive for. Businesses are closing because they don't feel safe. Danger. You don't come to your business and lose everything in a matter of seconds. That's unacceptable. And we're standing together, to bring light to the fact that this is what we need done. Doesn't matter what county we're from, we are all standing for the same thing. That's public safety, edifying our businesses to make them grow. And as the mayor said, we have some very big events coming. Are we ready for them? Do we want our visitors to be scared because they see what's going on? No. We want to get it together, and we want to make sure that they are welcomed here and they will come again. Thank you.
All right. Our next speaker is Vice Mayor of Fremont, Yang Xiao.
Good morning. This is not the first time I stand in front of you and once again ask our state government and state governor to make sure that we have enough resources for the concerns of public safety for the public. To me, the inaction of state government is some form of accomplice. We need a new state leader. We need a new state budget to address our public concerns. We need new state laws and new state legislators that would put public safety of the public as the top priority. I hope, not like before, this time, I hope that my voice and the people before me, their voices will not fall into deaf ears again.
Okay, I want to introduce our next speaker, Daniel Chung. He is a current prosecutor, Santa Clara County, and he's running for Santa Clara County DA. Daniel Chung.
Good morning, my name is Daniel Chung. I'm a prosecutor running for Santa Clara County District Attorney. The primary purpose of government is to protect people's lives, liberties, and property. And when government fails to do that, they are violating their social contract with us. If government will not hold repeat violent offenders accountable, then we will hold our elected officials accountable and elect some leaders who are going to have a backbone and who are going to fight the crime going on throughout California. Enough is enough.
Yes.
To attack Valley Fair twice in 2 months, just in less than 2 months, violent incidents in Valley Fair. This is one of the biggest premier malls in the San Francisco Bay Area. When so many malls are closing and retail stores are closing, you coming here Sunday afternoon when there are so many families, friends, everybody in our community here, and you thinking you can sledgehammer some glasses and take watches and run away and fight with the civilians of our county, you are out of your mind. We are coming after you. We are going to hold you accountable. Change is necessary in Santa Clara County. We shouldn't have to keep repeatedly tolerating this kind of ridiculous behavior in our county. Our businesses are fed up, our small business owners are fed up, our community members are fed up. As all of the various mayors and vice mayors have mentioned, some big games are coming here to the San Francisco Bay Area. The World Cup, the Super Bowl. You know what happens when these games are happening? We form task forces, committees, special organizing groups. We fund them with special corporate sponsorships. We put money behind all of these events because we care about it. We invest in these events. How about when it comes to violent crime? Where are the task forces for smash and grab robberies? Where are the committees put together so that we can put together common sense solutions? Where are our corporate partners so that we can have more police officers, more cameras, more flock cameras as well? Where are all of those investments? Public safety is not something you just invest in when we have big global events going on in Santa Clara County. Public safety is something you should invest in every single day. Our citizens here deserve that, and we need to fight for that and make sure that real change comes to Santa Clara County. Thank you so much.
All right, our next speaker is Tuan No from Asians United. He's the founder. Tuan No.
It's absolutely unacceptable to have repeat robberies happen time and time again. Another robbery, another business being hurt, another business that's closing, another incident where shoppers are intimidated, where violence are visited upon families. We are gathered today because there is lack of public safety, and we need to hold our leaders accountable. That includes Governor Newsom. Why are you not funding public safety? The voters spoke by a supermajority to pass Prop 36. That means holding criminals, repeat violent offenders accountable, responsible, and requiring treatment. We need funding to make that happen. A law without funding is an empty promise. Governor Newsom, the mayors here are gathered today with the businesses, with the families, with the community members to ask a simple ask. Fund public safety. Fund Prop 36. And we want it now. It needs to be a priority. The crime, the psycho violence needs to stop. We need to support our small businesses. We need to support our hardworking families. Anytime these businesses go out, that's one service that's left to the community. Each business provides an essential service to the community. Not only that, they also provide jobs. So why aren't we funding the fundamental needs of the community? Public safety, the requirements of the family, of our economy, the engine of our economy. That needs to be a priority. That's what we're asking. Simple. Fund public safety in the next budget cycle. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Wendy. This is Wendy Huang, and she's also here to speak out on public safety.
Thank you. My name is Wendy Huang, and I'm here today to support funding Prop 36. Enough is enough. Public safety is number one. It's not just for the big games that the spectators are coming. We are responsible for our residents. The elected have to be liable to hold accountable to the voters. And I'm here representing the other party. We need to unite for safety. This way that people can live, work, and play in safety, prosperity, and security. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy Wong. She's also a candidate for Congress as well in the 14th District. So in conclusion, we are calling on Governor Gavin Newsom not only to fully fund Proposition 36, but to actively lead its statewide rollout. California is in crises, from San Jose to Oakland, from Fresno to Los Angeles. Communities are being ravaged by organized retail theft, open-air drug markets, and repeat offenders who face no real consequences. Why is that? Unacceptable. Prop 36 was passed by a supermajority of voters because Californians are demanding change. This law gives prosecutors the tools to hold repeat and violent offenders accountability while mandating treatment for those struggling with addiction. But without the governor's full support, without funding, coordination, and urgency, Prop 36 is just words on papers. Unacceptable. We need more than passive acknowledgement. We need the governor's office to take the lead in implementing Prop 36 across all 58 counties. That means funding. That means oversight. That means a clear plan to restore public safety and rebuild trust in our justice system. The coalition of mayors you see here today, vice mayors, prosecutors, and community leaders standing here today, they are all united in this demand. Governor Newsom, stop the delays, stop the excuses, start protecting Californians. We demand that you fully fund and fully implement Prop 36. When? Now! Fund Prop 36 now! Fund Prop 36 now! Fund Prop 36 now! Fund Prop 36 now! Thank you, everyone. I'm Edward Escobar. I'm the founder of the Coalition for Community Engagement and the Citizens Unite movement. I want to thank all the press for joining us here today. Does anybody have any questions for any of our mayors or elected leaders? Okay. All right, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for your coverage, for your support, everyone who came out today. All
1, 2, 3.
And of course, we're all available to take questions. If there's anyone who's interested on doing one-on-ones, let us know. All right, thank you all.
mic up here or off the podium?
Hold on. Let me do the
You're going to the same place. Go and pile in if you want. Oh, you okay? I got a new mic shot. All right. Hello.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, hi.
Tim, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hold on just one second.
Sure.
I got the other side.